All right, we're on hole number 5 of the Easter Open Tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Let's go check out hole number 5. All right. So my practice account, part of the problem there is that I don't have any balls bigger than a power 3 ball. And you can get this done with a power 3 ball. You can get out here. My problem in the qualifying round was I missed the drive and I ended up out here in the rough. So I laid up out here and I went for the backspin shot and I almost got that shot to go in and almost recovered. But this is a tough hole. And it's a tough hole to get an eagle on unless you can get way out here. And you definitely need to bring a big club in order to get you to the green. You're going to need something that has a lot of topspin on it in order to get you up there. Now, the farther you can get out here, the easier you can make that second shot. So, and this account, it's because I'm trying to play that, get in the top. You know, I want to be in the weekend brackets. I want to be in the top 10 every weekend. I want to be in the top 5. I want to be going for a win or having a shot at going for the win. So this is a critical hole that you absolutely have to get an eagle on if you're looking to be in that top tier group. So I'm definitely going to need to bring my extra mile. I'm going to switch. Yeah. So I definitely need to bring my extra mile. The question is if I bring a bigger ball, and this is, I've been using a Titan on it, so if I bring a 4 power ball, let's try and find a 4 power ball. Those are wind. That one's wind. Gridiron is a 5. If you're going to bring a 5, you probably want to bring a 2 side spin ball. Snow globe, fireworks a 4-3. Gingerbread's a 4-3. Autumn ball I think is 5. It's a 5-1. I don't want to waste my Kingmaker X's. Prestige is a 4-3. I think that might be all I have is 4-3s. There's a 4-1. A 4-2 would be nice. That's a 3. That's just a Kingmaker in disguise. It might be these shell balls. Yeah, and I only have 3 of those shell balls. That's a 4-3. So I may have to use a 4-3, and I'm not going to put all of the... So those are my choices. I know an expert, you really want to use a 5 power ball, because if you're playing an expert, you've got enough wind. And the wind will be going. I'm sure that the wind and expert's probably going with us, so we've got a tailwind, so we can use the wind to our advantage. And you can get way out there and make this a very easy shot. And I'm just wondering in rookie whether I should bring out a 5 power ball and make this a super easy eagle and just go home. You know, get my eagle and get the heck out of here. But I don't think I have any 5-2s. Unless I use a berserker. So I could use a berserker, and I know an expert, a berserker works really well on this hole. I'm going to use it here. I'd have to burn 5 of them. So I'm going to use a berserker because I have them. Now, you do not have to use a berserker. If you can use a Titan, and you can get it done with a Titan, an extra mile, and a big dog. The deal is that if you're, like I said, if you're trying to play up there to the top, it's the same exact shot with a berserker. It's just if you can get more distance on that drive, you can make that second shot a lot easier. And a lot easier, what I mean by a lot easier is that instead of bringing a big dog to this party, you could bring a higher level sniper, or you could bring your guardian and be able to get that in there. So we're losing distance. The distance that we're losing in the club here, we're picking up from the extra distance that we're hitting versus a 3 power ball. And the question is if I bring a sniper, is that going to be enough to get me up there on that second shot? And I think it will be. And the top spin power is going to be the combo here. So the question here is my Guardian at 175, that extra 5 yards, is that going to get me where I can just get it done with the 2 topspin? And I'm not sure if I'm not sure about that answer. So I'm going to bring a sniper, but I'm going to have to execute on the drive shot, or I'm going to be in big trouble. Now, if I do get into my long iron or short iron range, that means that I failed on the drive, and I'm recovering. And I want the most versatile tools in the bag to recover. So I'm going to stick with my Saturn and Claw. And I think that's the bag that I'm going to choose here. And I'm going to take a Berserker. And the main thing here is where I failed on my practice account was I put on all of the top spin and all of the side spin, and you don't necessarily need all of the right hand side spin. Okay, so we're going to come out into this area right here, maximum top spin and some side spin, just a couple bars. And I want to be out into this area right here. The wind's going to push me in that direction, so I'm going to stay out and looking at that peninsula out there. Okay, so I got everything on it. Oh, now I hit it great, way great to the left. As long as I can make this first landing zone, I should be okay. Even though I was set up that far to the left and I hit it 2 rings to the left, the deal is that there's all of the right hand side spin and all of that right hand curl comes into play, and it throws the ball to the right. So I would have rather been in the middle. I think I would have got a little better roll in the middle. But the goal is that little sand peninsula, that little sand trap that comes out way out there. The goal is to be kind of even with that. I'm a little short of that. But I'm on the high side, so I have a better run-in. I've got a straighter run into the hole where I don't have to try and get the ball to come to the right as much. Opponent's got a nice distance here. And they are, see, here's that sand trap right here. So they've made it very nicely. Very nice. Nice shot. I do have enough with my sniper, and I like the ball guide that I get with my sniper that I don't have with my big dog. And the deal is don't try and get greedy with all this stuff by putting any curl on it. I'm going to let the course do the work for me. It rolls that direction. We're at max club, so this is a 3-4 win. That's 3.4 rings. And just try and hit it nice and easy. And I hit it great to the right. Great to the right. Great to the right. I have no idea where this ball is going to go anyways, because I was not trying to hit it into the hole. I was trying to use this hillside here and hoping that I could get it to roll back down to the hole. I didn't quite achieve that. I needed maybe one more topspin on it, and then it would have engaged that hill, and if it engages that hill, then it'll roll back down and get closer to the hole. The deal where our opponent set up, you can see how close they are to that rough transition. Now when you're shooting this type of shot, look how close they are to that rough transition. They did move it just a second ago out into the fairway. So they gave themselves some room. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of what they're doing here. They're getting greedy. The goal is that this is a tough birdie hole. And so if you can come here and secure a birdie using very little stuff, then you're going to be much better off than a lot of our opponents. I would have liked to have been a little bit closer than where I'm at right now. But especially when you're in the qualifying and the opening rounds, you just want to get that score so you've got great tiebreakers and try and leave some of that magic on the table for the final round. I don't really like taking shots or putts that are that long. If you watch my videos, you know I don't like taking long putts. I like to figure out how to get closer so I don't have to take them. So I'll go back and watch that video and see where I'm at. I like the landing zone out there, and I like the fact that I can bring my sniper as opposed to my big dog because it's got a lot more ball guides, so it's good a little bit more. But I think I needed to add a little bit more topspin on there so that I could engage that hill just a little bit more. What you don't want to do is put too much topspin on there that you over engage the hill and it actually rolls over the top of it. But getting an eagle on that hole and getting that eagle without having to exert yourself too much is really key. Don't get greedy. Our opponent was really trying to get greedy. From where they set it up and what they were doing, I think they were actually pretty lucky. Because you see people all the time that are flirting with that rough, or they set their ball up right there on that rough transition, because if you're there and you put on all the side spin that's on your ball, you can get a good look at the hole. But you're also putting yourself in risk of hitting that rough, and if you hit that rough, it's on that hillside and it'll just roll into the sand. All right, that was hole number 5 of the Easter Open tournament in Wednesday's qualifying round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.